bilingual, so some Hebrew, some English. Please, Mr. Ambassador, welcome to the Knesset.
Thank you very much, and I apologize for the fact that my Hebrew is still a little rusty, so I think I would stay with English. But first, thank Nachman Shai and the committee for this opportunity to be here and engage with you on this very important subject matter. I would just limit myself to a few points that I would really like to put on the table in order to give the right perception of what EU policy is. First of all, I would like to emphasize once again that the European Union is strongly against BDS, isolation, demonization of Israel and the like, and other sentiments that might have emanated from the Durban conference in '91. The European Union is about engagement with Israel, and we have a long track record to prove this. And I think it's not an exaggeration to say that Israel is the country with which we have some of the strongest relations of all in the world. One of the reasons why we have such a strong relationship with Israel is because what is binding us together is very important, and it's a mutual commitment to promote our common values, respect for human rights, democracy, and the rule of law. This is part and parcel of the cooperation that we have with Israel. Israel is a strong and vibrant democracy in the Middle East with a long tradition for freedom of speech. You have a very active NGO community here in Israel, which I think is a very important aspect of this qualitative democracy that you have here. And we from the European Union side believe that you should indeed be very, very proud of your strong and vibrant civil society, and that you should encourage it rather than constrain it. I don't think Israel would really want to send that kind of signal to the rest of the world. One only has to think of countries that are constraining their civil society. Israel is certainly not in that league. The final thing I want to say is that the European Union and Israel is cooperating on the issues of human rights, also in international organizations, and Durban is actually a good example of that. I think that Michael Melchior, who is sitting a little ways down the table here, was Deputy Foreign Minister at the time of the '91 conference in Durban, and I don't want to take
2000.
Yeah. I don't want to take the words out of his mouth, but I think actually we had quite a good cooperation between Israel and the EU in the context of that conference. We have had that on many other occasions as well in the Human Rights Council, where the European Union has been instrumental in trying to the best of our effort to level the playing field in the Human Rights Council in order for Israel to get a fair shake there as well. So I think that we are against Israel being put on the spot, and we are against any unfair criticism and focusing on Israel. But obviously, our policy from the point of view of the European Union is one of engagement also with international organizations dealing with human rights. And we don't command a majority in those organizations. So we are trying to do the best we can. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador. אנחנו נגוון בין חברי כנסת